Hey, Scotch Test Dummies, I'm Scott.
Bart.
We got a Glenfarclas 17-year-old. It's a Glenfarclas.
Ooh, I like the way you say it. We're going to test it.
Old bottle style.
I think it's Year of the Dragon. That's the Chinese lunar year, which doesn't quite link up with ours, to my understanding. But I'm not even sure. Could be the rat, but I think it's dragon.
Oh. I was looking over my bottles, and I just happened to look up. I saw I used to have Glenfarclas 12, 15, 17, 21, and 25. And I was like, well, let me look them up and see. And come to find out, we haven't reviewed. The 15 is gone, but I still have the 17 and the 21. Stay tuned for that one. But
yeah, you did get these are 750 milliliter.
A few years ago, but they've been sitting there. We've never reviewed Glenfarclas 17. And 43% ABV, if I remember right. Yep, 43%. Glenfarclas is known for finishing or doing a slight maturation in sherry casks. So I'm hoping to see. And it's been a while since I've sampled this as well.
These guys have always been up your alley.
And Glenfarclas. Yes. Glenfarclas also known just for making value whiskey.
Got it. The nose is pretty subtle here.
I would expect 43%, 17 years sweet.
Touch of sweet grain. Yeah.
Light oak. Sweet. What kind of sweet is that though? It's fruity.
To me, it's like a sweet grain silo. Yeah, it smells like a grain silo.
Make me salivate.
It is. It's doing exactly that. This almost smells like when we've toured the distilleries and we're around, like when they're actually distilling or they're in the wash tub. I get a little bit of that fermenting.
Yeah.
Sweet grain that's fermenting.
Little sour tart.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
sour
that's
candy,
exactly what that
Sour
is.
Patch Kids. Yeah.
It's like you're up at the mash tub.
I like it. It's a nice nose. It is. I mean, it is weaker at 43%, but it's also something you could sit there and smell for a little bit and just give it a little bit of a nose. I like it. Let's see.
Kind of tastes like it smells. Comes off stronger than 43.
It does.
I would have said 46.
Nice palate. Light oaks.
Yeah.
Malty.
Light malt.
Maybe
malty oak.
Maybe hints of some darker fruits. The sherry. Definitely, though, it's not just ex-bourbon cask. You can tell. You're not getting just like citrusy vanilla notes. There's some darker fruits, some berries.
A little subtle for me for a 17, though. Maybe. I don't know.
It's been a while since we've had a 17-year off the shelf.
True.
43%. I feel like lately we've done a couple of the Glenfiddich 12 years, or at least one. I feel like there's definitely more going on here than that for an off-the-shelf offering. And I don't know if these are still being offered even in the Glenfarclas core line. That used to be the core.
Yeah.
Well, and these were from Freeman's down there in Oklahoma City when we were passing through.
Yeah. I do like their labeling. It's even like a throwback labeling. Feels like it's the 80s. Highland single malt. Little mountains in the background.
There's some caramel, some citrusy vanillas underlying these darker fruits, the berries. I actually almost feel like, I think blind, I might think this was a Compass Box blend, almost like where it's just it feels like almost feels like a blend, like there's some nice bourbon cask going on and then some nice sherry cask blended in there as well.
I think my only point, though, that I agree strongly with you is that everything's subtle. It's whispering notes. Not that that's bad, but, I mean, okay, a little more vanilla. Honey just came through in the finish. That's nice. It's pleasant. I feel like I might have to, well, I suppose sit and contemplate is how I like drinking my scotch anyway. There's subtle layers here.
Yeah, there are. It's nice. It's been a while since I've had a pour of this, but yeah. Try it with a drop of water here.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a nice
Put a drop
melon.
in.
A little bit more tropical on the nose with the water.
And I think you're going to get that on the taste too. It opened up a little more citrusiness for me. Not a lot.
More honeyed.
Yeah. But do
Honeyed
you get a little more
sweetness.
citrus though? I got a lot more citrus.
About the same. About the same. Really, yeah, and still it still feels stronger than 43%.
I'll let you.
I like it.
I'll let you carry this in the back of my Cybertruck.
Oh, I'm so lucky.
Yeah, there'll be a rack. I'll just be in there. In the back. It's in the bed. The bed locks up nice.
I could see this being a staple on somebody's shelf where it's like, yeah, the Glenfarclas 17 is my go-to.
If it's still available.
Yeah.
So scoring it, I'm going to give it a solid 87.
I was going 88.
Okay.
Maybe an 89, but right in there with you.
Now, my question is back then, do you remember the cost?
So when I said Glenfarclas used to be, I think they still are pretty much a value. They want to bring whiskey to markets at a reasonable price. That was always kind of their thing. That's what they did. And the 25 Glenfarclas 25 year used to be $150.
Wow.
140, 150 bucks, and that's where I bought mine at Freeman's. This was probably like $90.
Wow, and the
At the time.
Zazarite company is importing it through New Orleans.
So well worth it. If it's still I doubt it's still under. I know the 25 now is like $2.25,
Okay.
which still isn't
Still
too
not
bad
too
for
bad.
a 25. It's probably still
Yeah.
the cheapest 25-year-old that you're gonna find.
Luckily, I like
So-
my whiskey young.
I mean, that's just the course of time and inflation.
Yeah.
You know.
Quantitative
still.
easing.
This one nowadays, I would hazard a guess, is probably 130 to 150.
Quantitative easing, sorry.
Oh.
Call it quantitative. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry. How much? I was jibber jabbering.
Well, as I say, this was probably right around $100, you know, at the time. The 21-year-old. Well, we'll talk about that one. So I would hazard a guess now. This one's going for 150 range probably. I mean, if the 25 year has gone up $75, this has probably gone up 30 or 40.
Time
At
machine.
least.
Want to go back to the 80s and just
So-
buy these bottles off the shelf?
I'm gonna have another sip.
Want to buy them off the shelf. We'd just be loading them up. They'd be like, goodness, guys. They're like, nah,
That's really nice up front.
It
I
is.
like that one.
tasty.
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up shirts, glasses, coins, caps, barrel toppers.
Hats,
What do we call them? Barrel caps, I think.
bottle caps. I don't know.
Not that hat.
Not this one. This one's
Help
unique. baby.
support the show. It keeps the lights on, keeps the whiskey coming. You can go to Patreon.
Once you go to Patreon, you're going to look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can go in there. You can support for as low as $1 a month. You can pick your figure, or you can do $1 a video, $2, $3 a video, or once again, you can make up your own number. We like when you do that. $7.50. That should be your number. 7.5.
Give Bart $100,000 so he can
And
buy a Cybertruck.
I'll get the Cyber Beast if somebody does that. We'll be rolling around with 3 motors. It'll be the tri-motor, baby.
We're
tri-motor.
talking about a camping tour.
Oh, we'll go around and hit the
He's
whiskey
talking
groups.
about-
We'll camp. It's got a camping package in it.
I would not look forward to
Yeah,
that.
oh, you would. It'd be good. You're
If we had
a
two
warrior.
different ones, like I had mine and you had yours,
that's no fun. You gotta be.
you want me
You
to
gotta be
sleep
stacked in on
in
each
the
other.
bed of a truck.
Yeah,
with
plenty
you.
of room. The Cybertruck's big. It's big.
Hmm.
Come on, we're right there. It's comfortable. I don't think it'll be a problem. Do you snore? I don't.
If I
Unless
sleep
got
on
a
my
cold.
back.
What?
If I'm really tired.
Wow. Well, you
Sleep
might.
on my
You
back.
might. But that's it.
would-
We'll be right. We'll be at name a whiskey club. Do you know any off the top of your head? I know West Jolly's.
Well,
I can't think of the name of it.
that's the proper pour whiskey club.
We could be hanging out with them.
PPWC.
And then we're like, sorry guys, we gotta
PWC.
go. Boom. We're in his driveway in the Cybertruck. But we're having trouble sleeping because people are gathering around looking at it. And we're like, shh, the dummies are trying to sleep. See? I already picture it. It's already like happening in my mind. Yeah.
I picture a divorce
Nope.
happening.
No, we'd be good. We get along. We get along great. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.